Hello, my name is Tyler. I'm with Design with Phoenix, and I'm going to be showing you some techniques on how you can take images like this and make them transparent, so like you could use them on like a banner or something. I've done this technique for myself, so I'm going to be showing you how you can do this. It's a very effective technique, and it's not difficult to master, but we just need a few steps while doing it to do. First, what we're going to start with here is we're going to use our adjustments tab from image adjustments, and then we're going to go to brightness and contrast. This is an image on Google that somebody has drawn, and they took a very good photo. And so the brightness is not what we want necessarily, but we want to darken it. Then when it comes to contrast, it's trying to really help darken effectively what we want, but necessarily that may not be the right technique right away off the bat. Black and white can help. Press auto and it will help get rid of the compression artifacts and stuff and help it be better so that we get our true colors of black and white. Because with JPEG compression, you'll get like random assortment of colors that can be blocky, and it isn't a true color. So we just helped fix that there. We can also use we can help use levels definitely here. So here this is the black side of the input, and then this is the white side of your input. So it sees that there's a lot of white, so we can help bring that in. But we have to be careful with how we work this. So this can already help to help squeeze and tighten the details of what we want. But we don't want to tighten it too much because then we might lose some detail that's there. So it's about effectively tuning this control here. So this works really nicely already right off the bat. So we're going to try to bring it to about, because we also got to be careful with the feet connection that's there. Just trying to like make it work very nicely. Bringing it together, as you can tell there from that example. And this already looks really nice. You can also do an option where you can say that you want to select a color range, and what you want to select is shadows, and then you want to say what type of that, and that will help a lot. Fuzziness is kind of like it's like feathering how strongly you want it. So the fuzziness depends on how much more it's going to capture, like all this type of stuff and everything. So it's trying to help dial that in correctly so that you bring these lines in. Selecting the color range isn't always going to help necessarily. So focus area, we can try to use. Let's see here what this means. So I'm even just here, like just on the go, just learning, just seeing what this is doing. I have no idea. Cancel. We can go to our adjustments here and use brightness and contrast to then say, hey, we want to bring in some more contrast. Here's what it looks like. Here's how it looks sharpened. So it's just trying to play that nicely. Brightness, just trying to tune the settings. And that looks pretty authentic for what it looks like. I'm going to press OK. If you wanted to be able to go and use it, we can honestly just, if you like, take out this person's signature. If you want to remove the background erasure, set black as the main color to keep, white as what we're going to remove. So see, this is our background color, this is our foreground color. The foreground color is what we want to keep. discontinuous is fine, and we're just clicking around with our cursor to then go and, remove stuff, like remove out what we want. And that percentage of the tolerance is its judgment of what we want to keep and not keep. And so with this, you can see how effective it is. Make sure that when you're working on this yourself, that the limits, if it is on continuous, it just means that it'll just do within that area. Discontinuous means that it will go above and beyond, and it won't be confined. So definitely having your setting on discontinuous will allow it to do that, as you can tell the difference right there. And so we just go around and we just click and remove stuff. And this is how you can, if you're working with a logo, you're working with something you find on the internet, anything that, helps basically to cut away whatever you don't want. Then you can just take the normal eraser, make it however small you may need it to be, just to get close and, help make it so you can do what you need to do here. Clean up the edges, and then you can just go and just rip the image, and you basically already have a lot of your work done here. So I'm just cleaning up, removing the white, and I'll take a bigger brush, but for right now, I'm just trying to take care of the stuff that's mission critical so that I don't mess it up. And we're doing good. We're almost done here, so I can just take a bigger brush and come in here and clean it up quicker and not spend all day on using a small brush here. Kaboom. And this is honestly how within a couple of minutes you can honestly take any logo, rip it, and use it for what you want to use it for. I will show you different examples for different projects too. So this isn't the only one I'm going to show you. And then from here you can say blending options. And if you want to use like a color overlay, you could honestly make it whatever color you want. And honestly, you can just go all day on whatever color you want to do. You can even do gradients, whatever works. So that's that perfectly defined. That's a really good example. Here, this I already did show it, but it's just using the background eraser to, just click, click, click. You get the idea. Very simple. A lot of the work's done here, and somebody spent a lot of nice time working on this. You easily could just use the background eraser for all of this. So you could honestly do all that. Kaboom, kaboom, background eraser literally takes care of all the work, so you don't have to get in between all of the lines and everything. It's a very useful tool. You just have to be precise where you want it to do it. You can use a really huge brush. You don't have to use a smaller brush like me, but if you take a smaller brush while doing this, that doesn't have to be so huge. You can make sure that if Photoshop is not correcting what you want it to do, then you don't have to undo it as many times or whatever. So having a smaller brush is always okay to use while doing this. And here we just literally cut out the whole image with very precise shots with our brush here with the background eraser, and that's how effective that is. When it comes to stock images, here, this would only take me a few seconds just to fix it. Crop that out, use the mode, let me see here, we're just going to use image. Oh, we might have to take it out. Oh, no. I wasn't sure if it was going to be in a different color space. Sometimes there will be images you might be working on, and you need to, with a certain color space, like with mode, you might need to take it out of index or some other different type of color. RGB is universal, so you may want to just use that when you need to do stuff. When it comes down to getting rid of this gray stuff, it is very easy to remove for this type of watermark if you need to remove that. So with more complicated images, such as a person's face that may have a watermark on it, that's going to be a lot more difficult. But if you try to use your levels and stuff here, you should be able to just easily remove it. I mean, that literally took 2 seconds. You do have to be a little bit careful with the crispiness of it. But then you just go and use the background eraser again, and you're basically set. And you can literally, with a few levels corrections, perfectly rip that out. Now you have made the quality of this be like a little bit sharper and sharper points. Maybe you might be going for that. Don't know. So I'm just gonna undo what I've done, and I'm gonna do brightness and contrast here. So the contrast, you can see what's going on here. Now I'm gonna try to just bring it up. And that's what I'm trying to show you. This is what JPEG compression is right here. So going and taking up the brightness can help. It gets rid of the disconnected lines. And sometimes it may just take a few brightness contrast adjustments to do what you want it to do. Let's see here. It's just honestly playing around with it literally is so easy. And I might just cancel that one, and then I might just come in and use levels again. Let's see here, image adjustments. We've already done our black and white at one point. I'm not sure. Shadows and highlights. Shadows, we want darkened. That doesn't do anything. I'm just going to go back to levels because curves. Let's see what we can do here. So we could, okay, that's not what we want to do. Okay, we don't want that. So curves isn't going to help us. So definitely the tool that we wanted was levels while learning while doing this. And so we can bring that there, and you just clean up the logo a little bit, and you don't want to get too crazy with the settings, but you want to try to say, hey, like, that's what you want to do. It's just trying to, like, how do you like the nice lines, just play with it. Definitely working with those dots that are in there, that may not be good. So just trying to get an accurate setting is what is, nice to find while doing this. So let's see here. Okay, we'll just do that because that very nicely crispens it up. It's just trying to find that middle point. Gonna take it to there, and we basically have another phoenix here, and then we can use the background eraser tool like we did before. Kaboom. I might just make this a little bit larger so I'm doing what I want but not taking forever on it. Kaboom, kaboom. As long as you don't click on the black, that's what the technique is, what you want to do, because you're saying I want to remove the white. So that's another thing to learn, is don't click on the black, you want to click on the white for what you're wanting to remove. And you can clean up what you like. So this is how you can use background eraser, use different techniques for going and cleaning up images wherever you may find them. And this is a stock image I found somewhere. This is like a tattoo website thingy I found it on. And then for this one, this is somebody drawing something. So that is definitely how I taught you today how you can do this. And hopefully this was very useful to you, and you're gonna have great use out of it. Let me know below how useful this was for you, or what you've learned today, whether if it was the background eraser tool or it was using levels, let me know, and I would love to interact and have some comments. If you want to know more about how you can do editing, you want to know more about After Effects, Cinema 4D, let me know, because I would love to try to do some videos, try to give you some glimpse into something on how to do something, because I can definitely do that. If you want to know more about me, you can go to my website, designwithphoenix.com, all that good stuff. I'm always looking for work from clients, and I love trying to just help people. And I want to just do like a free tip, just testing something out here, saying this is what you can do with something that you may not know how to do, and that I'm willing to share a little bit of information on how to clean up simple things. This is a simple technique on stuff. Try it with many different things. If you have any ideas on some Photoshop you may want to know, let me know. So thank you for watching, and tell me how you learned and want to use your new tools that you've gained for what I've taught you today. And thank you for watching.